London, 1940. The Blitz rages on. Amid the rubble and ruin, we find a stray cat. He was called Whispers, born in a shoebox by the hearth of number 12 Elmbrook Lane, belonged to a girl with freckles and a giggle that could chase off thunder. Every morning he'd wait by the red scarf she dropped on the floor, purring like clockwork for breakfast. But the morning never came. Not that one. The bombs fell just after tea, and when the walls came down, Whispers didn't cry. He blinked through the dust, curled into that scarf, and waited. Then came firelight, sirens and the sky, loud with engines. He ran through streets that no longer knew his name, past craters and broken buses, chased by thunder that spat from wings. He dove for the dark, and the world fell quiet. Just Whispers, alone in the rubble. Whispers had wandered alone through the ruins, a silent shadow in a world turned to ash. He asked for nothing, expected nothing, not since the bombs had taken everything. But then he found Echo. Small, shaking, a broken wing dragging behind like yesterday's hope. He didn't speak, he didn't need to, his eyes said it all. Don't leave me. So, Whispers stayed. Together, they moved through the hushed remains of London, where once children laughed, now only echoes live. The city was wounded, but two small souls refused to give in. Echo, despite his limp and laboured breath, hopped beside Whispers with a quiet courage. And Whispers, who had once drifted like smoke with no reason to keep going, now had one. A trader sold trinkets from a charred cart. On it lay buttons, forks, bits of watches, and things that might have once been toys. A chimney boy stood alone above the roofs. Below, Whispers knocked over a bucket of soot, vanishing in a puff of black. Echo chirped with laughter, and for the first time, Whispers almost smiled. In soot-stained fur and aching paws, he led them past broken statues and bridges groaning under the weight of sorrow. He led them to shelter, to hope. When Echo collapsed on the cold stone of the platform, Whispers didn't cry. He didn't panic. He simply picked him up and carried him. Down the steps of the underground, beneath the world that had burned, Whispers brought him to safety, not as a stray, but as a friend. In a world where everything was falling apart, they had found something unbreakable. Love, purpose, a bond that even the Blitz could not silence. In the darkness of the tunnels, Whispers risked everything to save his friend. Echo, battered and broken, survived, and soon was flying again. A kind nurse found them, worn and shivering. She brought them into the warmth, fed them, and gave them a quiet place to rest, a corner of peace beneath the city. As they explored their new shelter, they met Rollo, a clever little mouse with a big heart and a candlelit home behind the bricks. The three became more than survivors. They became friends. And as the bombs rumbled above, the world below held still. Wrapped in blankets, stomachs full, hearts full, they slept, safe, warm, and together. The war raged on above them, but in the tunnels beneath London, there was finally peace.